Okay. This is... This is Half-Life. This is the alpha of Half-Life that was leaked. This was given to the press. This is the beta version, or like the alpha version 0.52. I've never played this. I think many people may have seen this, and that's fine. I'm going to check it out for a little bit because I've never seen it, and I want to present it and also see what's different because Half-Life is something I'm a big fan of. So this was like 1997. This was leaked, or rather, this was sent to the press. 97, September 97, and I'm playing it like now. So there's going to be some stupidity and glitches, and also very early things that obviously were changed later. Let's see. So, it doesn't save your key binding, so, jump is enter, okay. They're still doing left arrow, right arrow for, like, strafing and stuff. It's amazing. Okay, so now this is like, a demonstration area. And I believe they were really proud of their lighting engine. Like, this was so cool that they actually wanted to show this off to the press. Huh. Got them colored lights. But yeah, this is based on the Quake engine. We can check out some of the earlier maps. But here's a dude that was not actually in Half-Life. Half-Life Alpha is very interesting because this is right before Valve started completely remaking Half-Life 1. But you have stuff that was actually really impressive for the time. Like present even in this. You guys are gonna love Barney's face. Barney has an especially good face. Okay, these things are kind of like... Oh yeah, they are in Half-Life. They're in Zen, but barely. Kind of in the distance, but you never really get that close to them. DSP lighting? I'm sure there's an easy joke in there somewhere. But like, yeah, the water, the echo sound effects, the reverb. DSP is audio, digital sound processing. Yep. So this is an example of a cutscene. Well, I say cutscene, it happens in real time. You have crazed scientists, bloodthirsty motherfucking scientists, and I guess paranoid, ultra-frightened Barney? Wow. Is that a slipgate from Quake? Anyway. So these are all like demonstrations. This was all for the press to just show off the engine and everything. But you can actually access some of the maps that they had completed. Hang on a second, I can't switch weapons for some reason. I remember having more weapons. There we go. Wow. You could not get a more different sound than what it ended up actually being. But the gun almost kind of looks like the gun did. Like it kind of almost looked like this eventually. I'll turn my flashlight off. As for other weapons, I saw a crowbar, but I don't know how to get to it. This map was in the hidden source, was it? Okay, so... Whereas... Okay, welcome to Kaza. Whereas... Map C1A1. So, this is the beginning of Half-Life as of the alpha, apparently. Or at least this is the first map that you can select. That's a little loud. Hang on, let me lower that a bit. Okay. I cannot kill the meat dumpling. Oh, now I can. Okay, let me through. I have to figure out... I have to rebind a key for use. Keyboard, look, attack, change weapon, run. There doesn't actually seem to be a button for use. That's not good. So how do I get out of here? What the fuck? So we'll just no clip. Yeah, let's no clip. Apparently you can press buttons to make noises. What the fuck? Is that fake James Brown? Okay, so if I press numbers 5 to 0, that happens. Okay. This ambient sound was used in Half-Life. Use B for use? Okay. Well, now I'm stuck. Use B? No, B doesn't work. Those are referenced as hoots? Maybe they wanted the player to hoot? Oh yeah, B works, okay. Well, some of the sound effects are actually more or less the same. That was a head crab? Oh, you can see the quake. Like, it's still not quite there yet, and I think it was a very good decision that they decided to remake the game. Isn't that the noise from Quake as well? The grenade noise? I mean, if the game ended up being like this... This feels more like a tech demo than anything. Like, there's no cohesion. Like, Half-Life is one of those examples of a game that really just absorbs you. And this doesn't absorb so much as it spits! So I feel like if they had released the game more or less without redoing it from scratch and they kind of just kept it more or less like this, it would have been a good game, but it would have been just another brick in the wall. It would have been another good shooter. Whereas Half-Life kind of changed a lot. Is this baby Jill? Map C1A2. No? Okay. C1... Okay. Map C1A1A. Those are some thick fucking head crabs. Vinny, you actually have slightly less viewers than you did with the cake thing. I think it's obvious that I would have less viewers for this than the cake thing. Did you see how many fucking, like, stank memes were happening during the cake thing? What the fuck? I found a bug. Gabe? Gabe Newell, I found a bug. How do I report the bug? That man who found that bug initially became the vice president of Steam when it happened. It's free real estate. Let's see if there's a meme for you. I just want to retain your interest. I don't want you to leave because I'm not memeing hard enough. Whoa. So these dudes are more or less like the same thing as they ended up being. Not entirely, but almost. I mean, you kind of get a feel for what Black Mesa is going to be all about. There's still some semblance of what Black Mesa ended up becoming. And the ambience is still, like, kind of here. But everything is just more simple and crusty and... It's a good word. You could use crusty for almost anything. It's really, really nice. I'm gonna skip ahead a bit and check out... Okay, we've got the office complexes here. What, already? That was a map transition, by the way. Oh, Barney is frightened. Come on, dearest barnyard, come with me. The face on this motherfucker. I want you guys to know that this was the height of realism. I mean, granted, this version of Half-Life didn't come out. But, like, visually, for its time, this was, like, dead serious. Actually, it might have been... Now that I think about it, this is probably a little tongue-in-cheek. If Barney looks like that. Bathrooms with no toilets. I'm just gonna blame Todd Howard for that. Someone said it all looks so small. Well, that's the other thing, too. Everything's, like, really claustrophobic, and, there's not a lot of props. Like, there's every now and then you get, like, a hydrant or a table, but it's weird seeing Half-Life like this. Because it still feels like Half-Life a little bit, but it's not. It's like waking up in another human's body, as we so often do, you know, us humans. We do that from time to time. Like, here's this part. Like, this was actually in Black Mesa. It seems like the layout is very similar to what it ended up being. Okay, can't use that quite yet. Yep, that was a scene. That was... I guess now I'm kind of more surprised about how much stayed in. Huh. Interesting. Oh, whoa, nice strut, dude. Thank God they retooled the way you take damage from these Marines, because you can't see shit. Once you start getting shot, you're fucking dead. Whoa. Whoa. I like this version of Black Mesa better. The fucking experiment opened a portal. That's what a portal would do to a facility. But this is kind of cool. This is a little bit more, kitsch. This is a little bit more like cheesy sci-fi. Like the underground base. In the actual game, it ended up being a lot more, I feel like it ended up being a lot more... shit. I need God, come on, you know. Like, there was a logic to Black Mesa by the time Half-Life came out. It felt almost like it could be a real place. I'm not saying that this couldn't, but it's a little bit more cheesy. But, I kinda love that too. I guess I should point out for my, new viewers that Half-Life was like, kind of a defining game for me as I was growing up. I spent most of my early teens playing Half-Life and its mods because it was free, like the mods were free. And when you don't have a lot of money, mods are the best thing ever. And this was also like my first modding experience aside from like Warcraft 2. So, you know, fucking Counter-Strike, Team Fortress. So I ended up playing a lot of Half-Life. I probably have more hours in Half-Life than any other game in existence. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means, but yeah, this series, this game means a lot to me. So I'm actually kind of surprised in myself that I haven't played this beta before, or rather alpha. Barnold. Please, Barnold, help me. Use your AI, Barnold, please. You have AI, right? Use it. God. Relentless. Oh, I found the crowbar. Nice voice. Whoa, who's this scientist? This is a new one. Every scientist looks like they're about to shit themselves. Oh, this one kind of more or less stayed intact. Conan? Yeah, it looks like a frightened Conan O'Brien. It does. can be beaten. They bleed. Kind of also recognize some of this. I feel like this concept of this like chasm with the water beneath it was reused. C3A1. Texture overflow. Fuck. Okay, well, we're not doing C3A1. I'm gonna have to rebind all my shit. Damn it. Yeah, I have to rebind everything. Map C3A2. Okay. I'll try to do this quickly. Just walk forward. There we go. Try third person. I don't know how to. Game volume returned to its original loud. Help ordering. Please order by mail and we'll send a CD to you. It's third person? Okay. Is this lunatic lumberjack Freeman? Oh my god. Oh, that is good stuff. This is the best third person. It's still louder than before, but I did lower it, so now it's lower than before. But it's still louder than before, and I'm confused. Chilling acronym here. Oh. Whoops. Yep. Lumberjack Freeman. There he is. The Lambda complex, is a lot. I feel like it comes up a lot sooner. Let's see, play demo. Play demo C3A2. So I'm not playing right now. The game is just playing itself. And again, I'm not sure why the game got so loud when it's only on 30% volume. E3 movement. Yeah. Until that happened. Let's see, main demo. Map main demo. Hi, Daimar, it's me. Okay, this dude was not actually in Half-Life. Fucking Gatling gun Marine. This Marine was in Half-Life. We saw this thing earlier, that's not. Is that Barrett? This thing probably remained more or less the same. Same for the Vortigaunt. Maybe slightly improved. Like 3 or 4 more polygons. Whoa. Cool flips. It's like almost Kleiner. Wow. I still love that Barney so much. Barney face is best in alpha. Hey, Mr. Freeman. I'll buy you a bear! That's what the face says to me. What the fuck is this? I just wanted to make sure my audience was awake. That was a sleep check. Okay. At first, I thought this was something you could go inside, like a mech. But it's just dancing. What the hell? I'm kind of impressed by the reflections on the metal. That's actually not too bad looking. But what are you? Truly a weapon to surpass Metal Gear, but what the fuck are you? Early dog, maybe? Okay, oh, okay, I see where we are. This was high poly count. Okay, this was the other part of this area. Tech demo. Okay, we started there. Whereas DM, they put this thing into the engine to try and crash it, but they weren't able to crash it. Oh. There's a high polygon robot they put to try to crash the game. It's funny that you say high poly. I look at that, I'm like, oh, look how nice and quaint that is. Look how low the polygons are. Let me just check and see if there's anything else that we can do in here. Maps. Oh, well, it crashed. Okay. I think that's about it, actually. There are a bunch of maps. So this is the amount of maps you get. And I kind of did like a smattering of these maps. So I probably showed you at least a little bit of just over half of the maps. And oh, I missed the alien tentacle. Yeah, that's right. Hang on. Well, let's do it one more time then. I am kind of curious to see what the tentacle looks like. Map silo demo. So this is the early map silo demo. This is the early triple tentacle. I'm not even going to rebind my keys, so I won't be strafing. Oh wait, I can strafe left but not right. Okay, never mind. I'm going to rebind because that is infuriating. Nope. See ya. So, this is the Tentacle Room. Oh my god. No clip, please. I don't think I'm supposed to be in here, but early tentacles revealed. I can't get back up. Alright. Well, I thought that was kind of cool. I like the idea of the fucking alpha getting leaked and then years later it's some kind of like historical document. I'm sure they had no idea that would be the case, which is why they ended up redoing it. A similar thing happened with Half-Life 2, but that was hacked. So there's an earlier Half-Life 2 version, but I think it was probably a little further along than this one was. So yeah, in development stuff is a lot of fun. Alpha, just scrapped content. It's always good. It's always entertaining. I think what I'd like to do now is we've got plenty of time. So here's some Funky Kong ASMR for you.
Slammin'. Let's crank up some major tunage.
Vinny, is your mic slightly to the left? What the fuck? I think your headphones might be slightly to the left, actually.